So Jim.
Yes, Cindy.
We're so excited to be here in Victoria for the Highland Games 2021. What a feat you've pulled off.
We have a great set of volunteers, and while it's a small games because of the pandemic, it's a lot of fun. Everybody's enjoying themselves. The place is packed.
I can't wait to show everyone how everything looks in the athletics. And right now, though, you're having a wee dram with Dr. Ken Mish.
Welcome everybody to beautiful Victoria, Canada. This is actually technically the 158th Victoria Highland Games. It's actually the longest running games in Canada. So it's pretty fun, and we were just really happy that we could come up and enjoy this. It's been kind of a rough year and a half without having any Highland Games, and what better place to start them out than right here in Victoria.
So with that, let's go ahead and walk around and we'll show you some of the different events here. Now, I just want to say real quick, this is an abbreviated or smaller setup this year, right?
Oh, that's right. Normally we have a 2.5 day event. Over 20,000 people come. We have international people, competitors, world championships, etc. This is on our property we manage, Craig Flower. You can hear the heavy events yelling in the back. They might have set a record. But it's more homey backyard games, like a Kaylee. But everybody's having a good time. And we're all gearing up for next year when we'll get back to our normal large event.
And we can't wait for 2022. And what are the dates for 2022? Do you have those?
Well, the band just started, but it'll be the May long weekend, the Victoria Day weekend. It'll be the 21st and 22nd of May 2022.
I look forward to it. Okay, let's go check everything out.
Sure, it's just, you know what, someone gets out of hand, you have
See, anything again. The hills are bare now, and autumn leaves lie thick and still. For land that is lost now, which those so dearly held, that stood again. Those days are past now, and in the past they must remain. But we can still rise now and be the nation again that stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. Oh,
So these are my two favorite guys here at the games. They're serving the beer.
And
Say
wine.
loud. Beer and water. And wine and cider. So come to the Victoria Highland Games and get your beer and cider.
Come to Victoria.
Yeah. And your names are?
Angus and my brother Bob.
Brother Bob and Angus. Okay.
Well, thank you.
They came to the Highland Games. You guys are such an amazing looking family.
Oh,
Thank you for
My
coming.
husband's from Scotland, so.
Oh my gosh, well welcome. It's so happy to see you here.
Aw.
Guys, thanks for dressing up. You guys look amazing.
Super fun.
Very well done. Turkey. How long have you been coming to the Victoria Highland Games?
Years.
Wow. You have your wonderful beef jerky.
That's right.
Great grandma was. We just need
So we're here at the Victoria Highland Games, and I just showed you a little bit of footage of this clan tent. And we are here with Clan Leslie, Clan Stewart, and Clan Macaulay. And I really wanted you to meet these fun, fabulous people I met yesterday. And this is Joan Macaulay, Chief of Clan Macaulay. And I wanted you to say a quick few words. You're also the honorary chieftain of the Victoria Highland Games. How are you today? Are you enjoying yourself today?
Having the best time, and we've had so much fun. You know, it is a modified games this year, but it's actually more intimate. But looking forward to next year getting back to Topaz Park, and you know, having actual clan tents. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm not from Victoria, but every year we come out to Victoria because this is a do not miss event. You have to come to the Victoria Highland Games because it is just an amazing event and a week full of fun. So it's been great.
Everybody should come, and we've been interviewing some people, and you've heard people talk about normally what the games are like. Normally, about how many clan tents do you see at the games, and what do you?
I'm going to pass that over to Troy.
Usually it depends on the year, anything from like 18 to the low 20s. We get people coming from all over Western Canada and the United States. So every year it's like a nice little reunion of friends who only get to see each other maybe once or twice a year. So this year we've been able to do that again. It's hard to believe it's been so long that we haven't been able to get together, but you know, every time you see these people, it's like, you know, like yesterday, you just pick up where you left off.
Kind of like, I get the feeling it's like a family.
Yeah. It is.
It's like a small
That's what a
family.
clan is. Clan is a family.
Yes.
We've been together now for quite a few years, and it's great to see the same faces, a lot of new faces, and like yourself, welcome.
Yeah, we're like a family of families, a family of clans.
Very nice. And there's so many people here today, and I'm so happy to see this because it is 2021 still. And it took a lot of courage to hold this event, not knowing what to expect. But I think you've had a wonderful turnout, and I cannot wait to come back next year. Everyone should come next May 21st and 22nd, 2022 to Victoria. It's truly a spectacular little town and city. You'll see that a little bit later on in this segment, some footage of downtown. But for now, I wanted you to meet these people. They're so fantastic and so warm, and we'll welcome you in. And you don't have to have a surname, is that correct, of the clan? It's just an interest?
Yep.
An interest in anything Scottish.
You know, that is one of the things that keeps Scottish culture alive, is that we're very welcoming, and you don't even have to really be Scottish, because, you know, here in Canada, it's a country that was basically founded by Scottish people, and if you live here, if this is where you make your home, you've got a Scottish heritage. You grew up on land broken by Scots. Your school was probably named after a Scot, and everything about Canada is just very Scottish. It's just larger and slightly colder.
It's a wonderful way of putting it. And Joan, you have a fantastic story. You would want to tell us just a little bit about how you became the elected chief of Clan Macaulay.
Oh, gosh, well, it was 2019, and I was just very fortunate to be approached by many members in our clan. In our modern era of Clan Macaulay, we bring together all of the various Macaulay branches and lines and all together in one. And I was approached by multiple people to run for chief, and so I did. So I became the first female chief and the first female chief from the diaspora outside of Scotland. So it was a great honor, and we have a very welcoming clan, wonderful members, and it's really a privilege and an honor to serve as chief of Clan Macaulay.
Wonderful. It's such an exciting story, and I wanted people to get to know you and meet you. And everyone must come and talk with Joan and come to the games next year. Anything else any of you would like to add? Anything about the games? Anything about your clans?
Randy is our resident expert, all things Stuart, and all things weapons.
Wow.
I'm vice president of Highland Games as well, so I totally agree with Joan. This is the games to come to. Don't miss games. I have to endorse that comment. Totally biased here, of course, but no, and you know, Joan being chosen chief too. I think for those that have known Joan for years, I don't think we know anybody more passionate about things Scottish. And so when we heard the news, I put forward to the board that we had to have her as our chief of the games, because I know she would just be delighted, and we'd be delighted. And her speech was amazing this year, and we're glad. It is a big family. We're glad to have everybody here again, and hopefully some of those, especially from the States, that used to come up from Georgia and places like the Carolinas to be with us. We invite them back, and we really miss them this year, and we hope to see them in coming years.
Excellent. It's been such a pleasure to be here, and so exciting to be here and to meet all of you and to be at this games. And I cannot wait again to say, and if I haven't said it too many times, to be here next year in 2022. And thank you so much for being with us today. I'm just going to go ahead and walk around and show a little bit more of this clan tent. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. We'll look forward to having you back next year.
See you next year. We have a lot of fun things to come and
Now I
see.
can drink my beer?
Yes. Because no Scots drink. Just kidding. So we have some really exciting, fun things to come and see. And whenever you come into a clan tent, you're going to find information about the different families. There's a Bartholomew tartan map. It's very exciting, and you get to learn some history, the clan septs that belong to each major clan. You do some research, sign in, and it's really a family amongst a family, so you get to come and join the association. And there is a bear here that has actually traveled around the world. And has had his picture taken. Out here you have some more vendors. A map of Scotland. And kind of see where your families might come from. So it's really fun. I'm ready. Victoria map.
So what happens is when the clan chief has an area with a land.
And there's always these really helpful people in the clan tent to answer questions, help you with membership. Lots and lots of great fun.
And that's really stressful on the eyes. So the other thing is the library will
So we're here at the Victoria Highland Games talking to many wonderful people, and I wanted you to meet my friend here. Please introduce yourself. Tell us
Hi, my name is Ian Burke. I'm the president of the Victoria Scottish Community Centre Society.
We're so happy to have you on this segment for Scott Week and our footage and our covering of the Victoria Highland Games. And it's so important that I talk with you, and we want to let people know a little bit more about your organization, what you do, and what your mission is. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Hopefully I can. The Victoria Scottish Community Centre was established as a branch of the Victoria Highland Games Association. And we're a charitable registered society, and we're going to be managing and running the new facility, which you just had a brief glimpse of. The facility will be a community centre, mainly focusing on Scottish cultural events. However, it is a community centre open to the entire community, which we're situated in a rather unique position here. It's a junction of 5 different jurisdictions on this intersection, basically. We're in the town of New Royal. Across the street is the municipality of Esquimalt. Kitty corner is the Esquimalt and Songhees Nations. And right across the beautiful scenic waterway is the municipality of Sandwich. So we're sort of the hub of 5 different jurisdictions, and we're hoping to provide a community center for all to enjoy, and our facility will be used to have many different events, educational events, recreation events, receptions, community events of different shapes and sizes. And we're quite excited to see it being built. It's coming out of the ground quite rapidly at the moment.
It is. I'm amazed to see the foundation work that's being done already.
It's quite interesting. Next week, I've been told there's 20 truckloads of cement will be pouring just that inner ring to hold the columns of the timber. I don't know if you noticed, the building is beautifully designed. It's round and circular in nature.
Yes.
And it's designed to represent traditional Scottish buildings of years gone by. Buildings such as the old Burke, I believe they're called, Burke. The old farmhouse and round buildings that were easy to defend with no corners. So it's envisioning, it's taking in many beautiful views, and the main one is focusing on the old Craigflower Manor, which is behind us. Craigflower Manor was established in the mid-1800s, and was the company which brought over settlers that were from Scotland. They brought a whole shipload of settlers to come over and build and establish a farm to help service and feed the settlers that were coming into the area. So it's a historic national site here, and we're going to operate a new facility beside it. We also are going to run the heritage building. and it's completely restored and furnished in the period of time and cost items that were in the building at the time of the Mackenzie family, which were the builders of the building, had. We're going to offer tours of that. There are many people going through and showing interest to the tours today, and we're sure that the opportunity to have our new building here will draw people to see the old historic site and also to see the new site of the newer culture as opposed to the older culture at the same time.
It's so wonderful, and it's quite an undertaking. I mean, we were looking at some of the plans. I'm going to go ahead and pan down here to some more of the plans on the table here, but this is quite an undertaking, and what a spectacular center this is going to be when it's finally completed. And I know you've been raising funds to have this built, but you still need more help and you need more donations.
That's correct, that's right. The building originally came in at a lower cost than it is now. However, due to the escalating costs with the pandemic going on and inflation, our costs have risen and risen. We don't have all the funding to complete the building to the point we like to, but if we didn't start now, we'd be faced with even higher costs if we waited. So we're at that dilemma of trying to fit that in the end. So right now, we're only short, the building project right now is estimated at $4.5 million, which isn't a lot for the building itself, and considering the property is probably equally valued at. We're looking at a shortfall of $250,000 at the moment. So we're looking for donations to help build the building and maintain the Scottish culture in the area. The area of Greater Victoria, I believe it's estimated over 28% of the population has histories and ties to the Scottish community in the past and the culture. So we're hoping we can get local interest, but we're also reaching out to those in your viewing audience, and hopefully someone out there can perhaps, if they have a little extra money to spend, they can send it our way and we'll help build the project here.
Put it to good use. And how can people get involved? Like, I'm looking at these beautiful bricks down here, but there's so many ways people can donate and get involved. And where can we send people to? Website?
The best website, the easiest website to find is www.greatflowercommunitycenter.ca or .com, whatever you like. And that'll take it to the site. You can also go through the Victoria Highland Games Association website. It's a little bit more convoluted, but it'll get you there as well. So if you don't remember one, try the other. Yeah.
Well, and we'll go ahead and post and tag down in the description of this segment.
Excellent.
How to find you. Okay. And Ian, thank you so much for being here, and for you're a volunteer. You are all volunteers. You do such amazing work. And the Victoria Highland Games are beautiful and spectacular, and I know that this is an abbreviated year, 2021. Everyone should look forward to coming back in 2022. I believe May 21st and 22nd.
That's right. We're hoping to get back in full form in next year and welcome everyone to come in and join our festivities. It's the longest, I believe, the longest continuously running Highland Games and cultural event in Canada and perhaps North America.
And how many years has this
This is the 158th consecutive year. A lot of other organizations have been going on longer, but not continuously. A lot of them stopped during the war because people were posted into different facilities in different areas of the world. However, this was a mecca for the armed forces in those times, and they still had the component of Scottish community to keep it going during those times. So with that fact, we maintained that continuity, and the pandemic hasn't stopped us. In the past, last year we had a virtual games, and it was very successfully received by over 35,000 viewers. This year we're putting on a smaller scaled down version, and we're receiving a lot of interest from people coming from far and field, from Los Angeles, Las Vegas, from other provinces in Canada and throughout the United States.
We're so happy to be here, and I can't wait to come back next year. I hope all of our viewers go ahead and log on to your website and help build this beautiful facility, and I can't wait to come back next year and see it hopefully completed. So everyone, check it out, be part of this great work, and let's go help our friends build their community center.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
So Jim Maxwell and the whole Victoria Highland Games have been really good at keeping something going on during all this time in Victoria. It's been really awesome.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and it's exciting to see some games again.
Absolutely.
What could people normally expect, especially for the athletics?
Yes.
What could they normally expect to see? Are there as many athletes? What is it that normally happens? Can you give us an idea?
Normally there's a lot more international representation, but of course with travel restrictions and things it's much smaller. They did the same thing last year. It was mostly just people in Western Canada that showed up. I think we had one person from the States, but yeah, they've done a really good job at keeping it alive. And I think Victoria is the only Highland Games in Canada that happened last year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So will you be here again next year?
Yes, so they have another games in May and then the following September as well.
So May 21st and 22nd, I believe.
Yes.
Everyone should come and enjoy
Absolutely,
Victoria Highland Games.
Yes.
Wonderful to meet you.
Good, you too.
Okay, so we're here at the Victorian Highland Games and we are watching the Scottish athletes. And I just want you to meet this fantastic young lady. How you doing? Hi, guys.
Hey.
So what is your name? What are both of your names?
I'm Caitlin Gaffney and this is Jessie Lawrence.
Hi, Caitlin and Jessie. So how long have both of you been doing Scottish athletics?
We both started 2.5 years ago.
Oh my gosh, and you're enjoying this?
Yeah, it's a great time. We have a great time hanging out with everyone and throwing, even when things go well, and if they don't go well, it's a great time for everyone.
We're so happy to be here. It's 2021. We're still in the COVID. I know that everything's scaled down from years before. Is this anything like what you've done for competition in previous years? How is this different?
Well, since we started the year before COVID, we had a lot of great experiences. We got to do smaller games in Comox. We did the Victoria Normal Games, which were normally a 3-day event, and we threw there, which was great, and volunteered the other days. And then we did our normal Canada Day games. Jessie did Campbell River. We got around a lot. We went to Coquitlam, and then so when 2020 hit, we had just a lot smaller games, but it was just nice just to have our local throwers have the opportunity to throw, because the rest of the country didn't. So.
Well, I'm really happy to be here. I think a lot of people are going to be really happy to see these Highland Games going on, and we look forward to May 21st and 22nd of 2022. Hopefully to see Caitlin and Jessie competing there as well. Everyone needs to come to the Victoria Highland Games, and thank you so much for being on with us today.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it for sure.
Bye for now.
Basket up for the windows and